Hey girls, we're back for another workout. This one is a new series. It's called Light Your Fire. And the first workout will be back and bicep. So hopefully you have fun. The format's changed quite a bit. It's 30 seconds on for each exercise. You have 7 exercises for the drill. At the end of each round, we will have a 30-second rest, reducing 5 seconds after each round. So as we get to the end, we'll see there's no rest, little rest, no rest, and it gets a little bit harder. So I'm gonna get my smart gym going here. Light your fire, biceps and back is the workout. Get on that first exercise, and it is the underhand deadlift, and it is 30 seconds long. So get your medium weight. That's all you're gonna need, by the way, is one weight. I'm just so anxious to get started on a new workout. So let's just do this.
3, 2, 1.
Getting your weights,
Underhand deadlift.
hands face out, and take it down into your deadlift. Come straight up, keeping those tummy, your whole core engaged, and squeezing up. Right here for 30 seconds. And you get a comfortable spot. Usually legs are wide apart.
3, 2, 1. Bicep curl slowly.
Second exercise, you go right into a nice slow bicep curl. I choose to do the hammer curl. It doesn't really matter what curl you can do, the come up with a twist. Just keep it simple like this. Your 30 seconds on. At the end of these 7 exercises, we'll have a 30-second rest. And like I said earlier,
3, 2.
reducing 5 seconds.
Right row.
So a right row, take both weights in one hand, or one weight's fine, and come up to a row, driving that elbow straight back. Keeping your core engaged. Working the back here.
3, 2, 1. Other side.
Switching your weights to the other side. Make sure you have a good grip on your weights before you start pulling into the exercise. Last thing you want to do is hurt your elbow or something because you were just too quick at keeping up with the timer. That's not relevant. What's relevant is that you stay safe through every exercise. Engage your core, have a good grip. Just be ready
3,
for it.
2, 1. Drag curl.
So the drag curl is when you take your weights facing out, a little bit of a forward bend here, and you just curl. So what it does is it allows you to curl a heavier weight. I'm not changing my weight for this particular workout, but I have increased the weight for this. And usually a drag curl in this position is done with a barbell, but can be done with free weights.
Cross body curl.
So cross body curl, we get a little bit of a rest on the biceps because we're alternating. So while one is working, the other arm is resting. New exercise for you is the W raise. So you're going to take your arms, you're going to come up, create that W, press back and up, retracting through the upper back, come up, retract, little lift, keep that core nice and tight, and up, little lift, create your W with your arms, retract, and a little lift. Retracting through the scapula, upper back. 30-second rest. I'm going to take a little drink of water. ready for my deadlifts. 10 seconds left. So I like to hold my weights up close to the one end of the dumbbell.
3,
Gives me a good grip.
1. Underhand deadlift.
So underhand deadlift, engage your core, come down and up. Down, squeeze it up. Most popular way to do this is also with a barbell. However, free weights are just as easy.
3, 2, 1. Bicep curl slowly.
Bicep curls, nice and slow, especially on the eccentric part where you're coming down. Nice and slow, feeling the resistance where the weight just wants to fall to the ground, but you're holding it from falling. And when you get to the bottom of this curl, really emphasize by lengthening out through that
1.
bicep.
Right row.
So both weights in one hand and a good grip, rowing, coming straight up the side. Again, make sure your core is engaged. You are working your back muscles here, so you should feel that.
2, 1. Other
Switching
side.
sides. And again, keeping that elbow tucked in, driving it straight back behind you. Making sure you have good grip on your weights before you start the exercise. Meaning you don't want to be hanging by your fingers. You want to have it held right up tight in your hand, good grip. Drag curls, where you take a weight in each hand, palms are out, you're in that half or a little bit of a forward fold, and you create your curl. And right away, if you stood up straight, you would feel the difference on the resistance here. This allows you to get a stronger grip and a stronger hold on the weight.
3, 2, 1. Cross body curl.
Cross body, coming across on an alternating curl. So from 30 seconds, we will be dropping down to 25-second rest at the end of this drill.
3, 2, 1. W.
Take the weights to the side, you come up, little lift, retracting through the back, up, retract, and up, retract. Bring your shoulder blades together. They don't physically go together. It's very small movement,
3,
but that is
1.
what you're trying to do. So you're on a 25-second rest.
Underhand deadlifts.
Sneak yourself a glass drink of water. Preparing, ready for the next round.
3, 2, 1. Underhand deadlift.
Underhand deadlift, take your wide stand, engage your core, come down and up. Down, squeeze up. What are you squeezing? You're squeezing your core, your abs, your glutes. Bicep curls, so you're coming into this hammer curl, coming down nice and slow, curl up, and down. Take 2 weights or 1 weight in your right side and drive that elbow straight up and back for a 1 arm row. Switch to the other side. Making sure that tummy's tight, your core is engaged. We're going to that drag curl. And if you're just sensitive to any kind of a little bit of a tilt or forward bend like that, Marjorie, I know you are, you can bring it up to a standing curl, or you can come right here and do that drag curl. Exhale on the lift. Always exhale on the harder part of an exercise. Cross body right here. So the W raise, your arms are down, you come up, retract and little lift at the top, little pulse and a retract, a little pulse and a retract, and a retract. This is a small space, so I have the stairway to give me some room or I'd be hitting a wall. But
Underhand deadlifts.
a quick little 20-second rest. So underhand deadlift right here. If I was to imagine that my dumbbells were a bar, I can line up those heads, try and keep them even. Keep that tummy engaged.
3, 2, 1. Bicep curl slowly.
So come into a hammer curl, nice and slow. Really take your time on lowering the weight. For the row,
1. Right row.
take 2 weights or 1 weight and come into that right arm row. Switch to the other side. Keeping a firm grip on that weight. We're going to the drag curl. So take that little forward bend, engage the core, and then curl. It's like a maybe a 30% angle that you take on your forward bend. Cross body curl. After the cross body, we have our W raises. So we come from a start, up, a little retract, and down, come up, little retract, and down, come up, little retracting, and down, up, retract, little lift, down. And here we're on a 15-second rest. Underhand deadlift. So take our deadlift, squeeze, squeeze, squeeze. Bicep curls, you come up, make sure you come down nice and slow, and up, and up. From our curls, we go into our one arm row. So take both weights, get your grip first, and your core is engaged. Side. Very important that you make sure you have that grip where the weight is right in the, tucked right up in your thumb to hold it. Otherwise, if you let it hang by your fingers, you potentially can start creating elbow problems even before the wrist. So the drag curl, we want to put our hands, palms facing out, and then bend over and get that curl. Exhale on the lift. Keep your chin lifted. Nice long back. Shoulder blades point towards each other. Cross body. Here we go. A little bit of a rest on this exercise. you raised, you take your palms out, you come up, a little lift, retract, and down. Up, lift and retract, down. So you're retracting your shoulder blades. It's just a small little move, but it is huge for results. Come up, lift and retract, and down. So we're on a short rest here.
Next, underhand deadlifts.
This is a 10-second rest. Just swing and
3, 2,
enjoy the rest.
underhand deadlifts.
Here we go. Deadlifts. Go to the bicep curls. Remembering to try and stay at a slow pace, especially as you drop or lower the weights.
3, 2, 1. Bicep curls
So,
slowly.
2 arms together, curl up, come down slow. Curl up and down. Preparing
3,
for the right
1. Right row.
right side only, and pull back. Keeping that tummy nice and tight. Squeeze through those glutes, it's all part of your core. Switch
Other
sides.
side.
Gonna go into that drag curl.
3, 2, 1. Drag
Palms
curl.
out. Maintaining that forward fold. Curl. Squeeze. Squeeze core. Squeeze glutes. And squeeze the biceps. Try to keep the back nice and long and nice and straight. Don't let your shoulders roll in. You want to keep your shoulders back.
3, 2, 1.
Cross body. Here we go. Just kind of scooch around my little bit of space here and not hit the walls.
3, 2, 1.
Take the palms out, come up, little lift, retract, return, up, little lift, retract, return, up, little lift, retract, return, up, little lift, retract, and turn, return. So you got your W, little pulse, retract, and back.
3, 2, 1.
Lift,
Rest.
retract. Down to 5-second rest
Underhand deadlifts.
right here. So take your deadlift, squeezing it up. Some people will actually touch the floor with their weight, but usually that is with a barbell, and the weight itself is quite a bit higher. Keeps you quite a bit off the floor because the bar has like 6 or 4 inch difference between the shaft and the actual weight.
Bicep
So
curl slowly.
we come up to a curl. So as much as they touch the floor with the barbell and the plates on the ends, they aren't going any lower than what we are when we have free weights and we're hovering the floor. So it's really about the same. And should be slowing that down.
2, 1. Right row.
Right row, take 2 weights in one hand, firm grip, core is engaged, and pull. Pull. Driving that elbow straight back. Exhale on the lift. Always exhale on the harder part of an exercise. The back and bicep are pull exercises. So you would see these exercises in any
1. Other side.
pull workout routine. So drag curl, holding that Polaroid band, and curl, and curl. Make sure you're engaged through the core, squeeze those glutes, squeeze those abs, and most important, squeeze those biceps as you curl up. Cross body. Here we go. Bring it across. Stabilize your core. Look in your bicep here. And the drag curl, you're kind of working both your bicep and your back, because your back is stability with an isometric hold. So we're into those W lifts. Start low, we come up, little lift, retract, return. Come up, little lift, retract, return. Up, little lift, retract, return. Squeeze it up, little lift, retract, return. Up, little lift, retract, return. Last round, no rest. So into our deadlift, squeeze and squeeze. Bicep curl, come into that hammer curl, come down slow. Give it a curl up, come down slow. Get a good grip on there, and then row one side, keeping that tummy nice and tight. Glutes are tight. You pull straight up and back. Switch sides. Again, you want to make sure that you have a good grip on your weights. And if it slips, adjust it. Don't let it hang by your fingers. It needs to be right up there, tucked into your thumb. If 2 weights are uncomfortable, grab a heavier weight or just use one.
3,
Pull that shoulder blade back.
1. Drag curl.
Drag curl. Palms are out. Good thing is, we are almost done. They get heavy in the last round here, last couple rounds.
2,
Whew.
1.
Okay,
Cross body curl.
cross body, get that little bit of a rest from bicep to bicep. One more exercise
3,
and we're done.
1. W raise.
So from an wide grip, come up, little pulse, retract back and return. Come up, little pulse, retract those shoulder blades and return. Come up, little pulse, retract the shoulder blades, lower down. Come up, little pulse, shoulder blades retract and you lower. Up,
3.
little pulse, retract,
You did it.
and that's it. We are done, biceps and back. Hope you had a great workout and see you in the next one. Have a great day, guys. Bye.